Sage is very common, right? For us, we find beauty in very common things. Yet sage also represents to us like gentleness, humility, also wisdom or thought. So this is kind of like the approach to the food that we do. That's how we came up with the name Sage. We are a little bit more than a bistro. I would consider bistronomy or new age bistros. It's a style that doesn't necessarily fit into any category of restaurant. It kind of had essence of fine dining and bistro. I think that's what makes like Sage special. In a sense, it's modern cuisine. To me, modern food it's boundless, borderless, and we don't necessarily like confine to a specific cuisine, whether it's French, Italian, Chinese. The food is the driving factor. It's more like we cook the food that speaks to us. I'm born to a Singaporean father and a Japanese mother. So I think always from the start, since I was young, there was always this kind of a mix of culture and food. And it has always been a part of what I wanted or who I am. Philosophy is always about simple ingredients. We don't use caviar, we don't use truffles, we don't use foie gras. We just want to use simple, humble ingredients. I wouldn't say unapproachable ingredients or unwanted ingredients like a cabbage or the hearts of a duck or even chicken. And we challenge ourselves to make it good. And that's the fun of Sage. Food should first and foremost be approachable. People have a reference to it. And that is why we have a lot of references, whether we use nuances of Chinese touches, whether we use influences from France or anywhere. You can relate to the food no matter where you come from in the world. I always believe it's the nuances of ingredients. It's not about fronting it up, playing this is it. It's about nuances and flavors in a very small tone that makes the difference for me. When we first started, it was difficult. People were asking, what is this? And slowly people that came and see that we are trying to do something a little bit unique in the market. And we had a lot of support from chefs. We are very thankful and grateful. Sustainable business is always about creating relations with your customers, giving them their value, having your costs low, and doing something unique. I think this is important for how to keep a sustainable business. We see a very good mix between old customers and new customers. For us, it's more, we let it grow organically. The most powerful is the word of mouth. That's how we kind of like made our footing into having sustainable, good business. This day and age, many bistros have potential, right? But the new bistro movement is always about finding the balance between really high-end gastronomy and the very core essence of casualness in a bistro. So I think it's always about the food that always drives a modern bistro or a new age bistro. Modern bistro scene is going to take over in the next few years, and we want to be a center of this kind of like movement. I can see the shift in spending behavior. People want more value for money, something more casual, approachable, cost-friendly, and I think it will continue along this path. I am optimistic about the future. There's a lot of potential in Shanghai. Many restaurants are opening. Many investors are investing in chefs coming into Shanghai. These chefs that have come out of Michelin-starred restaurants, opening up their own small places. The more restaurants that come into Shanghai, the better it is for the F&B scene. There needs to be a boom in restaurants, more different styles. It's not about competition for me. It's about the F&B that grows in Shanghai. I have love for this city and I want to see more restaurants, young chefs, home chefs opening restaurants, creating a very vibrant F&B scene. If you go out late at night, you can go to like a very local spot. If you want to do like little bars, little restaurants, 2 restaurants a night, few plates here, few plates there, it'll be a dream.